I have great news to share. For schools that use the RCA House system to improve your school's climate and culture and to help every child achieve success, we have added a lot of new enhancements and features to the RCA House Points app, and you're going to love it. First of all, as a teacher, there are 3 ways that you can give points to students in class. You can just pull up your students, click a kid like Carter, then select what you want to give them a point for, like academic excellence. It's a celebration in the classroom. You got some music, you got the confetti. It's quick and it's easy. But there's another way you could give points. You could just pull up your iPad where you have all of your class, click a kid, click why you want to give them the point, and instantly the same thing happens. Or you could also do the traditional way where you give points on your phone. Basically, you go to enter a child's name, like Makai, you select Makai, select next, and then there will be categories that you can select from. Your school can adjust these categories, and if you're using a PBIS system, this will align perfectly. You select which category you want the child to receive the point for, click next, and then on the final page, if you choose to, you could give the parent a message, or you could just slide to reward the points. Instantly, when you give the points, the parent receives a message, oh, your son Makai just received 2 points from Mr. Clark for academic excellence, and also in your school's hallway, on your leaderboard, Makai's video will appear so that all the students can celebrate Makai's success. But now, we have added behavioral tracking to the app. We listened, we heard you, we know that you wanted it, and now it is the function for you and it's ready to go. And it's easy to use too. Basically, on your phone, you go as if you were going to give a child a point. You enter the child's name, then select next. But this time, you choose the infractions tab, and once you do so, you will see a list of categories. You then choose which infraction the child committed, such as being inattentive. When it goes to the next page, you just swipe to enter the infraction. Now, I need you to understand something. This does not have anything to do with house points. Even if a kid gets an infraction, it does not take points away from that child or points away from the house as a whole. Each child in your school will start the day with 100% on their behavior score. They're at 100%, they're doing a great job. You then, as a staff, determine which categories you want to give infractions for and how many negative points each infraction will earn. For example, a kid starts with 100%, but if they're bullying someone, maybe that is a negative 15. You can also track this on the board in the classroom. For example, you just select the kid, you hit track behavior, maybe it's 5% comes off for bullying, you click submit. Now that child ain't getting no confetti, ain't no song or ding dong going off for that child because this ain't a good thing, it's a negative thing. But I love this program because then your admin can run reports and see how each and every child is doing in the school, how the school is doing as a whole, and what is going on in each and every classroom throughout the day. And the reports are really cool. For example, as a principal, you could run a report and see on Monday, things are looking great in your school. Tuesday, things are awesome. Wednesday, behaviors aren't that bad. But then on Thursday, you see a spike. What is going on? Maybe it's the day after Halloween. Why do they make us come to school the day after Halloween? But you as a principal, you can see that data. Also, if you're in an IEP meeting, perhaps you're discussing a child and the child's causing behavioral problems throughout the school, and so you come up with an action plan. You can come back a month later, run a report on that child's behaviors, and you can see actually a lot of what we have done have caused these behaviors to decrease. So it's great data. And if a parent says to you, well, my child isn't causing problems for the other teachers, it's just you, you can say, nope, let me run this report. Oh, indeed, this child is causing the same problems throughout the entire school day. It's great data. And it's easy to switch back and forth between classes. You can just toggle between your 6th grade class and your 5th grade class. And if you want to add a new roster, for example, maybe it's an after-school club or a team that you coach, you could just select that button, create roster, and you're good to go. And good news, if you use Clever, ClassLink, or PowerSchool in your school, we have partnerships with them, so all of your class rosters will integrate seamlessly. Now, if you don't use one of those platforms, you will have to manually enter your class's rosters. But if you use Clever, ClassLink, or PowerSchool, you are good to go. To integrate using Clever, ClassLink, or PowerSchool, all you have to do is go to the dashboard, select Add-ons, and then once you've done that, you will click Browse All Add-ons. Select See Details. Then you have to choose your provider, such as Clever, PowerSchool, or ClassLink. Once you've done it, it will ask you to select Enable, and that is the end of step 1. For step 2, all you have to do is go to the dashboard, select Manage, then select Students. Once you select Go to Students, you will see your students appear here and this button for PowerSchool. Click PowerSchool, sync PowerSchool, confirm the sync, and then your job is done. The job then falls on our team to make sure that PowerSchool, Clever, or ClassLink, whichever one you selected, that they all sync accurately with your school. We've also added 2 new additional features that you asked for. First of all, teachers now have the ability to print parent-guardian letters. You just go to your class, and where it says print all guardian letters, it gives you the functionality to print out the letters that you will send home with your child, letting the parents know how to access the app and how to understand all of its functions. Also, you wanted to be able to adjust the points you've given a kid. Let's say, for example, you give a kid 3 points, but you meant to give 1 point. You want to be able to edit that? Just go to your dashboard. Once you get to your dashboard, you're going to select Given Points. Let's go to Carter, for example, and I'm going to click the 3 little dots right there, and it says Edit. You could then edit the points that you have just given to a student. Also, for schools that use the school store, you've requested the ability to limit the hours that students can actually shop in the store. Maybe you only want them to be able to do that on Fridays from 12 to 3 p.m. So all you do now is you select Features. Once you selected Features, you select Store, and then when you click Advanced Configuration, you can adjust the time that your store is open for shopping. We've also added 2 new cool sections to the app. One is called Community. This is where we get to hear from you. You can tell us about features you'd love to see in the app, upgrades you'd like to see, or whatever you want to happen. We're going to try to make your dreams come true. In this section, you can see the input we've asked for, the input that you've given. You can see our plan of action, what is in progress, and you can already see what has been released, and most of those things are things that you asked for. The other section, in addition to Community, that's really cool, just says, what's new? What's new? This lets you know what we've just released, what updates have just happened, and what new functions you can now use in the app. But everyone, if you get to a situation where you're like, I got questions, this is hard, I'm confused, we have the answers for you, and they're all right here. You see the little button that's got the question mark? Just click that, it takes you to the dashboard. Now the dashboard is filled with all kinds of videos and guides to help answer any question you could possibly have about the RCA House Points app. But if you're like, I ain't got no time for that, I want to talk to a human, I ain't trying to read something, we have the solution for you as well. We have an incredible customer support team led by Shiloh Patrick. He's awesome, but also we have the phenomenal Cameron Elder, we have Alec Myrick, we have Niles Boyd. These are incredible individuals whose job is to take care of you. So if you have a question or an issue, they'll jump on a Zoom, jump on a call. We are here to assist you with whatever you need. But now everyone, I'm gonna leave you with a little bit of good news. We have something cool that's coming. The leaderboard looks awesome, but we thought, what if admin had another option to select a seasonal leaderboard? And what will happen is that the leaderboard for the upcoming school year, if you select it, will change throughout the seasons. For example, on the first day of fall, leaves will be falling in the background on the leaderboard. For the week of Halloween, there might be branches and a black cat. At Thanksgiving, there might be the cornucopia. In the winter, it might be snowing. Valentine's, there'll be hearts. And April Fool's Day, you'll just have to wait and see what trick we have for everyone up our sleeve. So, y'all, we're excited. We love the House Points app because we love the house system. We know it works, kids love it, it bonds us, it improves our climate and culture, and it makes school a place where kids want to be. We want to say thank you for being on this journey with us. We thank you, we believe in you, we love you, and we look forward to working with you soon. Thank you, everyone.